You called me over here because you said you had a list. What's this list?
Let's see. Top 10 of series, book series, and just books.
There's 2 lists?
3 actually.
3!
See, DVDs too.
Oh boy, we got a day and a half ahead of us.
Don't you have a list?
Yeah, I do.
Let me see it.
Ugh. I gotta log in.
That is a long password.
It works. That's my list.
Top 10 favorite Rihanna songs?
Of course! What'd you expect? Top 10 favorite anime or something?
Actually, yes.
That's a list for another day.
Okay. You will go first for me.
Well, you can go first.
Okay. This is for... which list should I do first?
How about the one you were reading?
Okay, my top 10 books that are not in series. Oh, I can get it out. Okay. So.
We're gonna do our introduction. They'll know who we are, or do they know us by now?
You know what?
She's Aqua, and I'm Lightning.
I was about to say there's a different introduction video, but okay.
There is that, but that's a little short introduction I always do. You know how I start the videos.
I know. Okay. So, these are the books without the series. Okay. So.
Okay, hold on.
You know what? I'll just put them on the ground. Don't drop, don't drop, don't drop. Oh, there we go. Okay, number 10. This is for the Christian fiction fans. This is The Governess of Highland Hall by Carrie Turansky? I have no idea how you pronounce this. But yeah, I guess it's also, you could say it's for Downton Abbey fans because it takes place in the Edwardian England period, so yeah, there's this. Technically, I'm going to say this anyway. As of right now, it's part of a series, but the second book comes out in October, so it's kind of
starting of the series.
Yes, so as of right now, it's by itself. So, but
I will accept that.
Okay, but yeah, it's this one, and it's series is the Edwardian Bride. So yes, so if you're a fan of Christian fiction or Downton Abbey, you might want to check this out.
Okay, what's the next one?
This is kind of
a very old looking book.
Well, this is kind of going from Christian to like
supernatural.
Yeah. So it's very like yeah, the other way. This is by Jade Green. It actually says Jade Green, a ghost story on the cover, so it's a ghost story.
Okay.
It's by Phyllis, Reynolds, Naylor.
I like those.
I do, but it depends. This one is not really that. It has elements in it, but it's not like super scary.
Yeah.
But for some reason, in 6th grade, my class had it flipped. I read this book while I was in 6th grade, so I was like 11.
Yeah.
But even the teacher read it. I'm like, I'll check it out. I liked it. Somehow I wound up with it. So I was like, yeah, definitely this. So check that out if you like ghost stories. And let's see, that's 10, 9, 8. Okay.
Alright.
Water for Elephants by Sara Gruen. I have no idea. Gruen. Gruen. I don't know, but I've actually heard of this before the movie. So it's just not because of him, if you just know it's Robert Pattinson, but this is definitely for more adults, older teens, adults, because even though the movie doesn't show parts, it has very graphic things in this book.
Explicit content.
Yeah, you could say that. It's very, yeah, adult, so, but it's, yeah, just make sure it's older people. As you see.
No kids reading that book.
Well, you can kind of tell it's more adult, but yeah, it is.
And, okay.
We have a visitor.
Yeah.
7. The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky. Of course, this book, basically because I kind of identify with the lead, the main character, and I forget his name, even though Charlie, that's it. His name is Charlie.
You just have to look.
Yeah, and one thing that's cool is kind of written like a diary or a journal, but instead of saying, like, he calls his diary a journal friend.
Oh, really?
Yes, so instead, like I said, instead of saying dear diary or dear journal, he says dear friend. And there's his entry for the day, so yes. But I really like this book because, like I said, because I kind of identify with Charlie just a little bit, so it's kind of course, I think this book is set in the 90s, I will say, but still it kind of deals with issues that young people deal with today, so this is a good book.
Yeah.
Let's see, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Okay. Here's another kind of depressing book.
Might as well do something.
Yep. The Virgin Suicides by Jeffery. Eugenides? I have no idea how to pronounce this side. But yes, this is, of course, it's a classic, and yeah, it's kind of, it's a good book, but it's kind of as you can tell, it's the Virgin Suicide, so it's kind of depressing a little bit, but
people are committing suicide.
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean, no sin. People commit suicide.
Yeah, pretty much. But it's interesting. There's 5 daughters, and it's interesting in how the mom, and especially the mom. I hate to always blame the mom, but the mom's just
not good.
She's a little overbearing. Like, I think they're Catholic or something. Way, because there's something happens, she pulls them out of school, and she's just really hard on them. It's just, yeah. Five. Okay, this one I also read in 6th grade because it was like a favorite among the class. I'm like, I have to check out. It's called Once Upon a Marigold. Once Upon a Marigold, yeah. It's by Ferris. I don't really remember when it was written, but yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's a really good, it's kind of love dove story, but it's really good. It's interesting. On the cover it says it's part comedy, part love story, a part everything but the kitchen sink. So it has all the elements.
A lot of stuff.
And it's kind of like a fairy tale. So
I love that anime series.
Yeah, I know you do. That's totally different, but
I still like that anime series.
I know. But I always imagine if this was to make it to the big screen, it would almost be like a Disney thing, kind of. Just, I don't know, it's just...
Probably would be.
It reminds me of, it's really cute, it just...
Disney.
Yeah, it reminds me of Disney, so... Okay, and we have another classic.
Oh, jeez.
Which you cannot stand. The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald.
I don't like The Great Gatsby.
You just don't like the movie. You just don't like the movie. You haven't seen the 70s version with Mia Farrow and Robert Redford.
I don't think I can sit through another version of the movie.
It's better, trust me. No offense to Leo DiCaprio or Toby or I'm trying to remember who played Daisy.
The other people.
What is her? Carrie Mulligan, that's it, who played Daisy, but I do like the older version. Of course.
I almost fell asleep.
It's do the 20s, which I'm a big fan of. You know, the flappers, yeah, the gangsters, unfortunately.
Mobs.
Yeah, mobs. Well, this world really doesn't have to deal with gangs or mobsters. This is basically just,
Rich people.
yeah, pretty much.
Basically,
Just, but yeah.
it's basically a commoner's perspective, or poor people's perspective of rich life.
He's not really poor. He's just,
Commoner.
yeah, I guess, and it's just, but yeah, it's, let's see. Hey, I guess you could say this is a love story too. So between Jay and Daisy, so this is another great book, especially if you're into the jazz age, you know, 1920s. Yeah, definitely. And the next book I've got is The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. It's not really, well, it's not really a series of those 3 films. It's one book. Even though it's a prequel, I would say it's a prequel to Lord of the Rings.
It's not called The Lord of the Rings, so it counts.
Okay, so anyway, it's, while Lord of the Rings focuses on Bilbo, not Bilbo, it focuses on Frodo. And this is 60 years before Lord of the Rings takes place, so it's basically Bilbo. This is how he found the ring, and so it kind of tells you a little.
You always gotta have a prequel.
Yeah, well, it tells you a little more, gives you more of an idea of how powerful the ring is and things like that. Of course, it's mostly focusing on the dwarves and try to get them mounted back, but still, I guess you could, like what Peter Jackson did. Of course, the Lord of the Rings came out almost over 10 years ago. This is more recent. Like the 3rd one comes out in December. Can't wait. Well, yeah, I kind of can't wait. I ain't prepared for the 3rd one. So yeah, it's just, if you.
I'm waiting for Mockingjay to come out.
That, you're getting ahead of me.
Sorry.
But yeah, if you've read the book, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's like I said. I don't know if the movies. It doesn't really matter if you read Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit, but because I've kind of read Lord of the Rings then The Hobbit, so yeah. But there's The Hobbit. And next, number 2 is The Book Thief by Markus and Zusak. And this book kind of just, this is one of the books that I really, really, really actually cared about the characters, and it just, the end kind of just like broke my heart. It just was like, whoa. Why Markus is it takes place in, of course, it's during World War II in Nazi Germany, so you do the math. You know, Hitler, the Jews, the Holocaust, the concentration,
all that bad stuff.
Yeah, and so it does deal with that, but it's, I don't know. I love how the New York Times. Yeah.
Ignore the background.
The New York Times mentioned how it's life changing, and
Stop.
stupid dogs.
Interesting background
Yeah, but
conversation.
it kind of did. It just.
Where'd you go, Molly?
Molly!
Oh dear. Come here, Molly. We're gonna have a guest.
Okay,
Molly. Oh, not. Okay, she will come. But yeah, the book thief. So this is number 2. So this leads us to number 1. So, and I don't know how many people have heard of number 1.
Hey.
One moment.
This isn't good.
Yeah.
Anyway.
We're not gonna re-record this, so.
Maybe we should get a friend to edit it.
If only we could.
Anyway, okay. This, number 1, this is one of my just all-time favorite books. Is
Just go. Just keep going.
It's A Tree. A Tree Grows in Brooklyn. It's by Betty Smith. And this is another one of those books where I really care about the characters. It's definitely. Oh my gosh.
Get down. Molly, shut up.
It takes place way before. I think it starts off. I think it says in the summer of 1912. So it's.
That was way back then.
Yes, that it takes place before World War I, things like that, and it's one thing interesting though. It's not really confusing, but it
Time skips.
yeah. At the beginning, Francie, which is the main character, I think she's 11 or 12, and then it goes back to when her mom was a teenager, first met her dad, then goes off to another. I think it talks about another person a little bit, and then goes back. By the end of the book, Francie is 17 years old, so it's kind of. But I think
It does time skipping very well, doesn't it?
actually, yeah, it does. It's
Way better than Sword Art Online. I'm sorry, I had to. It doesn't. Yeah, you keep going.
yeah. I'm just so yeah. This is it's considered a classic, as you see. The book's kind of.
There's really no cover on it.
Book's kind of old as time itself, but still, definitely one to check out if you're into the classics or older books. So yeah, that concludes my top 10 books.
I will leave the list in the description of the books in order from 10 to 1. In case anybody wants to check them out, you can see the name and the author of them. And until next time, see you later.